Yes, we are back
All
to the
right.
Vegas Life Real Estate Podcast. My name is Chris Cash.
And one Alan Turner, the Rhythm Realtor.
Kevin Sherbert, UFL Capital Mortgage.
And we got a special guest in the building.
And I'm Twee Quach with Home Guard Home Warranty.
Oops, sorry.
One more time.
I'm Twee Quach with Home Guard Home Warranty.
There she is.
All right.
Welcome.
So today we're talking about, of course, real estate and home warranties. What is the importance of home warranties? Why do homeowners need their home
Warranted?
warranted? Is it necessary? Because a person like me, every time I go to like Best Buy or whatnot, and they
You skip the warranty?
Yeah, they charge you extra for it.
It's like $79, bro. Like for like a memory card or something, bro. Like I'm like, I don't know. So explain to the people.
It's absolutely important to have a warranty. It's just like any other insurance.
Okay.
It's when you're budgeting for yourself to repair smaller items, of course, it's doable if you have a $100 or $200 repair. Sometimes it might break the bank for some people, but if you have something major,
Right.
like water heater, HVAC, you guys, we are running tens of thousands of dollars. You don't want to come out of pocket for that. Get a home warranty.
Okay.
Yeah,
way.
you said the key words. HVAC and heaters, water heaters. Oh my gosh, we had to replace our water heater. Good thing it was under warranty.
There you go. Good job.
Now, it wasn't a home warranty. It was just warranted by the water heater.
Manufacturer.
I don't know why if he takes care of all of that stuff. I just hear the. I could just hear her voice, and I'm like, do I really sound like that? Do I really sound like that?
Yeah.
But that-
She doesn't listen to the show, though, right?
No.
No, she doesn't support anything I do. That's neither here nor there.
Honeymoon phase is
All right,
over.
enough of the jokes, man. So how long have you been in the industry?
I've actually been in the industry and with my company for a very long time. I am going on 21 years with Home Guard.
There you go.
Yeah.
A lifer.
Lifer.
Nice.
Yeah. How'd you get started?
I was laid off for a very long time after the .com bust, and I came across Home Guard Home Warranty. Funny story is I actually didn't even get an interview there.
Really?
I was laid off for so long. My aunt was doing nails for the hiring manager, and she was like, you know what? My niece needs a job. And she was like, well, if your niece was HR assistant, I just need someone to do data entry. Tell her to just come in. So I've been there ever since. Yeah.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
super dope. That's how I got all my jobs. I really don't interview for
Data
jobs.
entry?
No.
Who you know.
I just,
Oh.
my, friend or aunt or uncle or somebody I know, be like, hey, get him a job. Boom, in there. That's how you got to roll. You know what I
So
mean?
you got to do it.
So you say that you've been with this company 20 years now?
Yes.
And you started on the ground floor, more or less.
Yeah,
Right?
I started off doing data entry, and
Okay.
I just moved up throughout various different departments. And in 2014, they gave me the opportunity to go down to San Diego to get into sales and to open up that market. And
Nice.
it did really well. We also have our sister company who does home inspections. They pretty much dominate the Bay Area.
Right.
So
Okay.
when I went down to San Diego, it went pretty well there, humble brag. And so they brought down the home inspections. And just recently, 3 years ago, I decided I wanted to come here to Vegas and purchase a home here. And I was able to move with my company here, open up the Las Vegas market. And shortly after that, I stepped into management. So I kind of just really flourished with this company, and I love
Nice.
it.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
That's unheard of, too.
And learning a lot of different skills. So how long were you doing your admin work? How long were you doing sales? And you said you're
No, you're-
managing now for the last, 10 years, right?
3 years.
3 years, 3 years? Okay, so
Yeah.
how long were you doing sales?
So sales is about 10, going on 11 years.
okay.
now. Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, and the admin work and scheduling repairs and the ins and outs of home warranty, all of that was 10 years. So you have someone with a really unique perspective for a home warranty when it comes to it.
Yeah. So I'm really big in sales, and I like marketing and that type of stuff. What is your one advice to people out there in sales that want to be a good salesperson?
Oh gosh, you gotta love the hustle, right? We are not like any other
That's what it is.
industry. You gotta love the hustle.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's a key
Yeah.
word right there.
Hustle.
Hustle.
But
Hustle up.
right when you say hustle, it just hits something in my
Didn't
brain.
go up.
Hits something in my
Gears start
brain. Like, yeah.
going.
I love it. You gotta love the hustle, right?
Yeah, Yeah, but hustle doesn't mean just work your butt off every single day. You gotta work smarter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Smarter, not harder.
Yeah, smarter. Not
Yeah.
harder.
So what's the difference between your company and the other home warranty companies out there?
So there's so many things, but I think the main thing that sets us apart is our executive program. So if I have time for just a little short story before I go into it.
Let's do it.
The president of Home Guard Home Warranty, he actually used to own a real estate brokerage, a Century 21, and he had many annoyances with home warranty companies. So when he started Home Guard Home Warranty, he had a couple of things in mind that was born from those frustrations.
Right.
And the thing that I'm most proud of is our executive program. So, Alan, when you order a home warranty with me, register your clients for the executive program.
Will do.
Yeah. So after that, once you close, not before, because there's so much going on during that close when you're getting ready to close, but once the policy is paid for, your client is now connected with a designated customer service rep who will reach out to them, and they go over your client's specific home warranty coverage, not just, general home warranty stuff, their specific home warranty coverage. So they really know what their policy entails. And I think the most important thing about home warranty, because no one praises you when something is covered, but they're going to gripe when something's denied, right?
Oh,
Facts.
Yeah, so you really need to understand the limitations.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that.
Yeah.
Because in my career in real estate, I've had a few where it was like they were fighting with the home warranty company to cover it.
Oh, wow.
So go ahead. What are the limitations?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's whatever the contract says, right?
Right.
I think the biggest misconception is home warranty is there to just remodel your home. And that's not it, right? We are there to help absorb the cost of things that fail due to normal wear and tear. So again,
Right.
going back to water heater, HVAC, if that was all fine at the start of your policy and it just died due to normal wear and tear, we're going to come in there. Not everything has a limit on it, but some items do have a limit on it. And those are things that you really have to be aware of, especially as a first-time buyer when you're putting all of your money into this home.
Yeah.
You need to know where you need to budget. So again, I think that's why the executive program is so important. And it just really helps cut back on a lot of after-close issues.
Okay.
So how does it work with a resale home opposed to maybe a new build? Because we don't know the wear and tears of certain items in a resale home. How would you guys come into play with that? Do you guys kind of reassess it, or how does it work?
Generally, you're going to have a home inspection done, right? Any realtor who's doing their due diligence is going to have a home inspection done. Highly recommend follow what the home inspector recommends. If he says get it further evaluated, get it further evaluated. If you did get it repaired, make sure you obtain proof of repairs, right? And all of that.
By a licensed professional.
Yeah. But end of the day, ultimately, when your client calls in a claim, there's a couple of underwriting questions. If it's something we're going to cover, and this is home warranty all across the board, not just Home Guard, then we'll send a tech out there to evaluate the issue. And again, if it falls within the guidelines of your specific plan, we'll cover it. We'll let you know if you have any out-of-pocket costs for yourself as the homeowner, or if we're just going to cover it entirely.
Right. And when you say cover entirely, let's say, for instance, you run into an issue where after you buy a home, the HVAC has an issue. Air conditioner, compressor doesn't come on, whatever the case may be. You're going to send someone out there to do an inspection. Is the home warranty company going to push for more of let's repair?
Or replace.
Great question. So we're always going to repair if it's repairable.
Okay.
If the technician that goes out there tells us there's no way that it can be repaired, you got to replace it, we'll replace it.
Okay.
If he says you can repair it, but we're likely going to come back again and again and again, and now the cost of doing that outweighs.
Is more than just buying a new
then
one.
we'll replace it. So it's situational, but generally, if it's repairable, we're going to do that first.
Okay.
Sweet. So I heard that you got into contact with Alan through an Instagram video, right?
Let's get it right.
Okay.
Alan got in contact with me.
Yes, my bad. You're right. Absolutely. How important is social media in your business, would you say?
It is so important. Everything changed post 2020. No one is in the office anymore like they used to. There's no office meetings. You really need to be your own entrepreneur and put yourself out there. So that's why I think what you guys are doing, it's amazing and I love it.
Sweet. And then as far as the home warranty business is concerned, is everybody kind of their own independent agent? Is it as far as the salespeople and stuff like that? or is it similar to like an independent contractor and stuff like that, or how does that business work?
No, if I'm understanding the question correctly, they're employees. I have a
Okay.
team of about 15 sales reps right now.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, they get to work independently themselves out in the field.
Right, right.
That is a preference. If I have to constantly call you, then there might be an issue. But for
Yeah.
the most part, we have an amazing sales team. Everybody, again, it's all about the hustle.
Yeah.
Right.
They
Yeah.
thrive on the hustle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So would you say that's like the top quality to be successful in what you do?
There's so many things, but that number one, yes. Number two is just you've got to be a people person. Our industry is all relationship based, and you really have to mean what you say, right? You can't say, "Hey, Alan, I'm gonna go support you at your buyer seminar this weekend," and just completely flake. Like
Yeah.
it's so important to support the people who are actually bringing business to you.
Right.
If you guys don't have business, we have no warranties.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, what are other ways that you get business?
You know, it's just, the typical, just going out there, networking events, mixers. On my team specifically, we do sponsor weekend open houses. So a lot of my reps do go support their realtors, provide refreshments, snacks, whatever they can to get foot traffic into the home. We just, it's all about that personal touch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
You got to stand out because otherwise you're just another sales rep asking for a sale.
Right.
Yeah.
So, so you guys have the executive program. Is that like one of the levels of coverage that you can get? Are there multiple levels of home warranty coverage? Or is it just kind of like one fits all?
Yeah, well, there's different levels, different tiers of home warranty coverage, but our executive program, it's available for anyone as long as you register your clients. We don't require that you have the top tier plan. As long as you register your clients, we want to make sure that they're educated,
Right.
and so that when there is a claim and there is maybe a limit on it, they're not going to be upset and then
Right.
calling you guys. And I mean, I get referrals from lenders too, so I mean, we want to make everybody look good. They're walking billboards. They're going to make referrals to you guys
Yeah.
and ultimately to me.
Right. And then for people that might be interested in escrow right now, deciding with their realtor whether or not to get a home warranty, what's kind of a fair price or estimated price that they're going to be charged for that? For the, I guess the premium. It's a yearly coverage, right?
Yearly, ours is 13 months. Prices typically do tend to go up a bit every year, but right now we're $750. You're probably looking anywhere from $750 to close to $900 for the top tier plan.
Okay.
I do highly recommend, though, when you start getting into what they call their top tier plan, their most comprehensive plan,
Right.
you really got to read the fine print in there because some companies just throw on, maybe a fridge, washer, dryer, and everything else remains the same and calls it comprehensive.
And they add $200-$300 extra for no reason.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, but generally the basic plan, the middle tier plan for the most part is kind of similar all across the board with your warranty companies. Of course, there's going to be some differences,
Right.
but I highly recommend when you get to that top tier plan, really, really read what's in there.
Okay.
Sweet. So as a realtor, when I'm talking to my client and the home warranty section of the contract comes up, and I'm recommending to them, what are some things I could tell them that's gonna really, highlight maybe just the basic, the 750 plan, maybe.
Yeah. So you want to know specifically Home Guard or just in general?
In general, I guess, or just your company, yeah.
Okay. So let's say with Home Guard, with that top tier plan, I always recommend you look at how much coverage you'll get for code modifications and upgrades and permits.
Okay.
Yeah, because I mean, everything else is kind of clearly explained. But when you get into big ticket replacements, HVAC again, water heater, people think it's just everything's included, everything's going to be covered. But actually, code modifications, code upgrades, that's a separate coverage in your home warranty contract. So with Home Guard Home Warranty, we will cover the supply, the install for your AC. Let's just say AC. It's completely covered. We don't have a limit on it. We don't. But then you're gonna have to make sure it's up to code. Our most comprehensive plan, the 5-star, covers up to $1,000 for code upgrades and modifications. The middle tier plan, and just kind of all across the board, same with the other companies, is $250. And then if you have a basic plan, it's $0. So when your home warranty although they may cover your HVAC, your AC replacement, you're still going to have to come out of pocket for that code upgrade if you don't have the right plan. So it's commonly overlooked, but very, very important.
So when you say code upgrade, that's just what does that mean exactly?
There's certain things required by the city that we have to meet, right? Like,
Just the up to code of whatever the
The house is old and they have to replace something. It's gonna have
You have to bring it up to
up to code in
current
order
code.
to replace it.
Yeah.
Is there a deductible besides the code the code up to code fee?
Yeah, so again, it's just like an insurance, right? Every service call is going to require a deductible. For us, it's $85. But depending on what company you're going with, you're probably facing about $85 to $100
For inspections and stuff like that?
for just the service call fee.
Okay.
Yeah.
So definitely, if someone has an older house, they're gonna want the top tier.
You're going to want the top tier, yeah.
Because
and-
most likely it's gonna need to be up to code, stuff like that, right?
Yeah, I think that's just something that's so commonly just disregarded, but it's such an important coverage. And then, of course, with our plan in specific, all of our plans have free limited roof leak coverage for single families and manufactured homes. That's so important right now because I was sitting on another Zoom meeting, and they had like an insurance broker talking on there. And they were talking about how these insurance companies are actually now flying their drones over homes. And if your roof is not in good condition, they could up your rate or even cancel your policy altogether. So I think now more than ever, it's so important to have the limited roof leak coverage on your plan, and we offer that for free. With our 5-star plan, we also have coverage for the exterior pipes included for free. That's usually an optional coverage. Again, for people who are not aware with home warranty, we only cover what's within the main foundation of the home, the 4 walls of the home and the attached garage. Anything outside of that is homeowner responsibility, but we're throwing in that coverage for free for you.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And then we also, another one that I absolutely, absolutely love is our $250 limit increase. So again, if you have like a home warranty repair and then there was a dollar limit on that specific repair, we would actually kick in an extra $250 for your client before they would have to dip into their savings account to pay for that overage. So I love that.
Okay.
It's very nice, very nice. And if you deal with a realtor like myself, I always negotiate for the other party, not you, to take the home warranty costs. I usually try to negotiate that.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Typically in a sales transaction or a real estate transaction, we're asking the seller to pay for it anyway, and that kind of gives people that are buying an existing construction home a little bit of peace of mind that, yeah, we'll buy your home, but we want to make sure that you're gonna pay for that warranty for us.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's something that's pretty easy to. Usually, I would say it's pretty standard to ask for it. So.
It is, but recently, and really post 2020, a lot of realtors are just waiving it all together. So any realtor who is negotiating for you to have a home warranty, I think is already amazing.
Better.
And looking out for your best interest, because again, these things can cost a lot of money if you're not budgeting for it.
Right. And I guess that when you're structuring a transaction, maybe you have multiple offers. I could see where maybe waiving it would make the seller think that, okay, they're not asking for too much, but it's a marginal cost.
Yeah.
Right. Aside from asking for $10,000 in seller credits for closing costs, and we're asking $750 for home warranty, I think it's a small drop in the bucket for peace of mind for the buyer.
Yeah. And you guys keep talking about resales, but we as in home warranties all across the board do offer warranties for new constructions as well. And
right.
With HomeGuard specifically, it's like $740 for 5 years of coverage.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So instead of waiting for escrow to close and then you get a home warranty policy, you're paying about the same for 1 year.
Right.
Whereas if you work in a home warranty contract for a new build, you have the option to start it right at close or 1 year after close, and then you'll have 5 years of coverage.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sweet. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be back.
All right.
For some more Vegas Life podcast. And we are back to the Vegas Life Real Estate Podcast. My name is Chris Cash.
A1 Alan Turner, the Rhythm Realtor.
Kevin Sherba, GFL Capital Mortgage.
And special
veteran.
guests in the building.
Tweet Quatch, HomeGuard Home Warranty.
Yeah.
Boop, boop.
So I was actually listening to our podcast on the way here, on the commute here. I was like, I really like our podcast.
Oh, you're gonna give yourself a.
Well,
I'm gonna be real, guys. Okay, I'm keeping it 100. Okay.
All right.
I typically don't listen to our podcast afterwards. I don't listen to a lot of my content afterwards. Usually,
You just get it done, and then it's just.
I usually
on
just
to the
throw it
next.
out.
Someone else do it.
I usually just throw it out there and create the next thing, and throw it out there and create the next thing. And I used to do that when I was doing music too in the studio. Like I would
Right.
just make songs and just put them out there, and then I'll just make the next song, put it out there, and they'd be like, "Let's listen to that song." I'm like, "No, let's make another.
Let's make another one.
Let's make another one."
I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it.
So and then after a certain amount of time of doing things, then I'll take a look back,
Right.
and then so that's what I did today, and I was like, okay, we're good. You know what I'm saying? All right, we're good. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
one thing that's cool about our podcast is that we take a subject that seems, a little bit stale, right? Like homes, mortgages, like could be stale, right? We put a little spice into it, We spice it up.
Spice it up.
We gotta spice it
Lowry's.
up.
Some Lowry's.
So I have no idea where I was going with that at all.
Oh, you want to spice the home warranties up.
Bow. See that's why.
So let's hear a rhyme. Let's rhythm and flow it.
Oh yeah. So we had decided since if you come later into the show, you're gonna have to bust a freestyle. All right, you ready? I'll get a beat going. You ready?
Oh my God.
On the
Live?
Well, it's not live. I mean,
Yeah, it's live.
You gonna start first?
No, you. I said you.
I gotta
came.
start.
I came early. You.
maybe she could take the flow.
No.
She's like, oh no.
No problem over here.
Next beat.
Next week.
Oh, you don't like that beat? You want another beat? I'll put another beat on. That beat? No.
This is
This beat?
we're spicing it up. This is the fun part.
Oh,
This
this
beat?
is the
Yeah.
spice.
Yeah, we're spicing
The
it.
beat?
What?
No. No.
No,
On the spot right now.
We could
look at
We
him.
need to move on.
He looks
actually.
like a deer in headlights right now.
Our guests.
Okay.
You know.
All right.
Okay. That was enough fun.
We're just playing around. We
I love
wanna-
it all.
That was enough fun. All right. Home warranties. Okay.
Oh, man.
So you said after the closing process is when you want to talk to them. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Because just with the closing process, it's like so much numbers and
Well, you
paperwork.
want to make sure it's included in the in the offer, though, right?
That as well, but also, I mean, it's pretty overwhelming. I was a first-time buyer myself when I moved here a couple years ago. It's
Right.
super overwhelming.
Yeah, it
we
is.
We don't want to add on any more stress.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, because you could put it on the contract just the
But
amount.
but as
right?
far as like talking about it or setting it up, you're saying
Yeah.
leave that till after they
Yeah.
close.
Yeah,
because they
that's
don't
after.
need to have that company until after, right? Or they need it within the no.
Well,
It's-
no. As
it's-
far
yeah.
as to have the seller pay for it, that'll be in the contract.
Yeah.
It's in the contract.
Like
yeah.
the seller to contribute $750 for
Yeah.
home warranty to her
Or
company,
or the buyer.
whatever
or
the
whatever.
case. But
This is-
that's all.
Yeah.
And then once it closes,
Then we talk
they
about-
call and get the policy going. Is what you're
Yes,
saying, right?
thank you. You paid attention to
All right.
my segment.
Boom.
Bow.
Job, Kevin.
Try.
So what
Try.
what video did you do to get this guy's attention to call you?
I was actually talking about the importance of code modifications and upgrades.
See.
Yeah, and I said that's included with our most popular plan. And if you don't know what our most popular plan is, you better give me a call. And
All right.
there you go.
Yeah, I had buyers in contract and they were worried about a pool water heater. That was like the
Oh, a
top.
pool heater?
Yeah. So
That's a covered?
It's covered.
Nice.
and that's how I found her.
Look at him. Look at him.
He's doing it. He's doing it, man.
Social media
This
content.
This guy.
Putting itself out there, and that's the one thing that really inspired me to start doing that. Like shortly thereafter, Chris reached out to me and was like,
Wait,
we're doing the
let's get
show.
it straight. You reached out to me.
Tomato. And now we're here.
Poor Alan.
We here.
Oh man. Oh man.
It's
been one of them
It's
weeks,
just today, man. He's usually like, way prepared.
You know,
So we gotta really rub it in
this,
today.
Yeah, this year's been a
little
rocky
rough.
start, up and down, but you know, still moving forward.
Okay, you know what I
Nice.
realized? We're just talking here, man. It's the podcast, baby. You know, we're just talking here. You know what I mean? You know what I realized? It's you can't be too attached to the outcomes of things, the results of things. You just got to be, focused on the progression of your daily work that you do every day.
Totally.
You know, for example, today, I did my routine. I play basketball, did my gym routine, boxing. On the basketball court, I did not do well at all. Like, I was just missing my shots. I was just out the funk. And then when I got into my car, I was just sitting there. I was just like,
That sucked.
I was like, why? Like, I feel so bad about myself because I didn't perform well on the basketball court. And then I told myself that same thing that I just said. It's like, Chris, you can't be, attached to the outcome of it. Just be proud that you're here.
You did all the you checked all the
you're working on your game, and you're gonna get better. And now you just take that and you leave it there.
Yeah.
But you showed up, and you're showing up. All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you for showing up. There you
You know,
go.
I come here, man. I try hard. I try to be positive,
Yeah.
and yeah,
Yeah.
you
All
know,
right.
keeping it going.
So
There
Tweet,
you
I'm gonna ask this: what is your daily routine?
It's gonna sound like I'm just saying it because I'm here with you guys, but I start off listening to sales podcasts.
Oh
Hey.
wow.
Oh, hey, are you gonna add this to your list?
Oh, sweet, very nice.
She said, "I start my day with Vegas Life podcast."
There you go.
Add it to my playlist.
There
So,
you go.
so sales podcast. So you listen to a lot of like different sales techniques, entrepreneurship, or
Yeah, I've been listening to a lot of Mark Hunter because now
Okay.
I manage, and he just kind of gives me a different insight, different perspective on how to, just share what I've done and make it something that my team can absorb in the way that they want to learn.
Right.
Because you can't just shove stuff down
Yeah.
their throat.
so coming from being from sales to manager now, would you say your task has kind of shifted to more so motivating and guiding your team as far as that goes?
It is,
Okay.
and it's it's different. It's totally different from building my own relationships. But again, just learning to meet people where they're at and what their strengths are, and coaching them that way instead of just expecting everyone to be like me and just crazy out there hunting for realtors.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
Yeah. Is there any motivational things you do? You do like yell at them, like, yo.
Do you motivate him by yelling at him?
No.
I mean, that's how I get motivated. I be telling my wife, I'm like, I need somebody to yell at me. I just need that. What are you doing with your life?
Yeah.
You need to go out there and get it. And then I'll be like, okay, I'll go get it. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
It's working.
Yeah.
What's your strategy to motivate your peoples?
I just, again, we just did our 2025 business plan, and they told me what they're motivated. Some people have vacations that they want to plan. Some people want to buy a
Vision
home.
boards? You do vision boards?
I don't do vision
Okay,
boards
me
because
neither.
a lot of our stuff is Zoom. Yeah, but I really try to hold them accountable to what they say they are going to do, not what I want them to do.
Yeah. I use that's what I noticed is the one major key is just if you say you're gonna do it, you do it, and as long as you do that, you'll be good. Speaking of, have you been doing your waking up at the right time?
I was
Have
until
you?
I was sick. Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you were
And then I
sick.
didn't wake up
I'm glad that you're
for
better.
days.
Yeah, but you've been working on that.
Yep.
Good.
Trying to get up without the snooze button.
So you're gonna get back to it?
You're a
said,
snoozer.
"Wow."
You're a snoozer or what?
I've really kicked that habit, but since Christmas, all of our holidays have fell on a Wednesday, and then I just had Lunar New Year on a Wednesday.
Oh
so
yeah,
it's just,
yeah.
yeah.
Turned up. Yeah. I have a couple guys at the gym. They haven't been in the gym for the past couple days because of the holiday.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah.
I'll get back on track.
So good. So Alan,
Yes, sir.
Tell us to start with him, bro.
how you doing, man?
I don't like that laugh.
What
I
did
don't
I
like
do?
that look on
What
your
did I
face right
do?
now.
Doesn't like it.
What
I
did
don't like it.
Okay.
It's like something behind it.
Okay. All right.
He thinks
All
you
right.
have something
Like
to
he
tell
bu-
him.
he
No.
puts a freestyle on me,
No, okay.
and then
All right.
now it's
Okay.
he looks over at me slyly like,
Okay. Well,
so Alan, use my government name.
government
Rhythm. Rhythm Realtor.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
No, okay. I'll talk about myself then. I'll talk about my downfall. So I recently just found out one of my rental clients didn't get the rental, right?
Okay.
And I feel a little bit guilty myself because I didn't give her the 100%, me to help her get that rental,
Okay. Well, why did they deny her?
Like I said, I didn't give her the 100%. I didn't even look into the facts, bro. I didn't even look into what's going on. I didn't try to help her. I haven't tried. I was just like, okay, just put in the application, make it happen. Let me know what's up. Didn't go through.
Like you didn't check with the property and see if it was available.
No, I did that. I did that.
No, this is a rough podcast. He threw himself on the bus real good for you, man.
No,
that's what I'm saying. It's for you.
What I mean, the
For you.
thing happened to me too. So
I know.
Rentals are tough.
yeah, they are.
So and for a real estate agent to pick up rentals and do that work, I mean, it's totally different than a traditional purchase, right?
Absolutely, because you do all the same work of a traditional purchase,
but you make this much.
You get $500.
So the benefit, obviously, that you're not getting compensated the same. But the other part is that like what we talked about last week. Was it last week when you talked about your rental? Mm-hmm. Is that to qualify for a rental, these tenants, they have to qualify for. I mean, I do mortgages, and someone that could potentially buy a house qualify easier to buy a house than to rent it in some cases. So it's a tough market.
But I did get one of my coworkers or my colleagues into a rental this week though.
Oh, nice.
So the one last week didn't close.
You're right.
But same deal. Like
Good job.
they made
That's a
them
win.
pay,
Good job.
but they made them pay double the security deposit. And that's the other part too. It's like
I don't know where that's at.
When they were applying, and this goes to doing due diligence and qualifying.
Right.
They had a bankruptcy that they didn't mention what was found or discovered so
that goes for potential home buyers and potential renters. Is you have to be an open book with your agent, with your loan officer, because you're wasting time and you're wasting your own money too. What did they pay for the application?
It was $85, but it was the deposit was like $5,000, like
But the ones that they had because of the bankruptcy, so they were able to get in with the bankruptcy.
Yeah, it wasn't a denial, but an extra security deposit.
Okay,
which is the earnest money deposit,
right?
Like we disclosed last week.
Yep.
So and also too, I had another referral from a rental client. They're relocating from Georgia. I shared this with you. They're relocating from Georgia, and they were looking to be here in March. And they mentioned that they're VA, and they have a really good job. And I was like, "Why are you renting? Like, have you looked into getting a pre-approval, getting into a purchase? We already have your timeline. We already have, what you want." And I actually convinced them to do a pre-approval. So we are going to be doing a consultation. We'll be talking
about
today.
that in our third segment. But what's cool about that is that they're going to be getting a home warranty.
Exactly.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And I actually have that a part of my buyer's presentation too. So
nice.
She has her own section in my home warranty.
What? You got your own section? All right.
The executive suite.
So before we wrap up the segment here, what is the most important thing you want to tell people out there?
About home warranty in general, or
about life?
the Vegas life.
About the Vegas life. Okay, about the Vegas life, and then home warranty.
About the Vegas life.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you
know.
said you purchased, and you said it was daunting, but once you got into it, what was that experience like?
You know what? Even for me, as someone who works in the industry, it was a lot that I was not prepared for or aware of. Yeah, but I would just say to anyone who is moving here, especially from states like California where it's so expensive, don't rent. I mean, just buy. That's the first thing I did. I was like, I'm gonna buy as soon as I get here. I didn't move to the desert to rent. I'm gonna make sure I own my own home, and I'm gonna build, buy up from there. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Smart.
All right. Hey, she just said it, man.
Smart.
Don't rant, just buy.
Don't
Exactly.
just buy.
Stamped.
Best believe it. Where can people find you?
So you can either call, text 702-420-6600. Email is TQUACH, so tquatch@hghw.com. I'm on social media by my name. It's also spelled TWEE phonetically for people who might butcher it when they see the actual spelling.
Okay. Okay.
Nice.
Sweet.
And we're
Alright.
definitely going to be giving you a call when we
Yes.
get buyers.
Yeah. Yes.
Right?
Absolutely.
We're going to make the sellers pay for it, though.
Yo, that's what I'm talking about. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with the market update
And VA.
and VA.
We're going to be talking
about
VA today about
Oh,
that
nice.
client. So,
Yeah.
all right.
All right, let's be back. We are back. Big shout out. Big shout
Hello,
out
hello.
to our guest. Welcome back to the Vegas Life Podcast. Chris Cash here.
Anyone, Alan Turner, the
Kevin
realtor.
Yes.
And
Big
shout out to Twee
Twee.
from Home Guard Home Warranty.
Home Guard
Home warranty.
See, that's one thing I like about our show. You know, we have all kinds of different guests from all kinds of different sectors of the real estate game, right?
Yeah.
You know what I
Yep,
mean?
I like it.
Because people got to know about the home warranties. Because definitely on that home warranty, you know, part of the contract, you know, a lot of the buyers just are clueless of what's going on.
Well, I would say that, like, your first-time home buyers,
First time home buyers, yeah.
usually your first-time home buyers are really
you're right.
it's going to make a lot of sense for them.
Yeah.
They're going to, like, they'll feel a lot more comfortable if there's some type of warranty.
Yeah.
I noticed that first-time home buyers, they're very sometimes over analytical about things.
Yeah.
Like how old is the house and how old is the air conditioner
Yeah.
and how old is because they've never owned anything, right?
Yeah.
And so they're new to having to worry about if it breaks, I have to pay for it.
Right,
it's not
right.
a rental property
Yeah.
anymore, you know. So I think it actually goes a long way to make them feel comfortable.
No, it does absolutely, and just know when things break, check your warranty because I know when ours broke.
Did you have a warranty?
Yeah, we did,
Okay.
but we didn't check it, so we were just trying to figure things out
On your own.
our
After
own.
the fact.
and then we're
Yeah.
like, oh, I checked the warranty and blah blah. I was like, bow,
It was a manufacturer warranty, though.
bow. I don't know.
A manufacturer.
I don't know.
Builder warranty.
I don't
Builder
know.
warranty.
I don't know. You know.
Nope.
So basically, he's saying his wife did everything.
Yes, she does a
Like
lot.
normal.
She does a lot.
Yeah.
For me,
So she looked it up in the warranty and
She
it was
did
covered.
everything.
Okay.
everything. Everything. That's just the way I roll, baby.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So market report.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How's
We
the market
are
report,
up.
brother?
We're up.
Up.
Going up.
Up in price?
Up. Inventory. It's going up. It's about to be Super Bowl weekend
Yes,
coming
it
up.
is.
It's about to be spring is upon us. So we're gonna see an
I'm
increase,
excited.
increase,
I'm excited.
upcrease
Yes.
Upcrease.
of inventory.
Yes.
Right
yes,
now we're
yes,
at
yes.
5,397 homes available, single family
Wow.
homes.
Oh,
Okay.
SFR.
We are down on the new listings though at 636.
Okay.
Under contract is also up actually, so we're at 618.
Ooh, a lot of
Sold is going down at 325, and price reductions are also going down at 514. So
Well, I'm gonna tell you guys some good news, man.
what's up?
Finally. No, it's not huge news, but definitely mortgage rates did come down in the last week.
I see. Where we at?
So it depends on the qualifications, of course, but I would say the high sixes.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
So instead
nice.
of being in the low sevens, mid sevens, I
Yeah.
mean, it got pretty crazy there where it was about 7.5.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then of course it's going to depend on credit score and all that. But basically today I can say that this last week we had a reduction in interest rates, which I haven't been able to see in quite a few weeks.
Yes.
So give me a call, 702-832-5704. You catch me on my cell phone, 916-541-4295. It's Friday, so if you're going to be looking at houses this weekend with my my realtor brothers
Yes.
here,
Yes.
you want to call me first.
Yeah.
We can get you pre-approved. It only takes about an hour.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And I don't mean an hour to talk to me. I mean like 10 minutes to talk to me,
And then boom.
and then like an hour later, I could have a pre-approval ready to go,
get it done. Dylan.
Boom.
and we could be offering on houses on Saturday.
Go shopping.
Oh yeah. And then we can hit the field. You want to hit the field? And well, you got showings and stuff. What you got going on?
This weekend, I do have showings.
Yeah.
I have rental clients will be showing this weekend. Also have clients that are relocating to Houston, so they'll be out there this weekend. Shout out to Bio, my referral partner in Houston. If you need a house in Houston, holler at my man Bio.
All right.
It's going to be taking them
I don't
around
know
and
if you
showing
know, but
Houses.
I'm licensed in Texas.
Oh.
So your boy Bio might want to give me a call out.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
For sure,
Very, very
So the other part that I wanted to mention in the last segment, we were talking about your client that was a renter,
Yes.
right? Or maybe thinking about renting a home, but he's a veteran.
Yeah.
Active duty or veteran?
Disabled. So
Disabled veteran?
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So, not to say that's great. I mean, it's kind of weird that we.
Well, thank you for your service, but
Well, no. I'm saying that we celebrate the unfortunately, it's weird to say, but when someone tells me they're a disabled vet,
Mm.
I get excited for them because the VA loan is much better for the disabled vets
right.
in that they don't have a funding fee.
okay.
So with a VA loan, just like with FHA, you have an upfront fee.
Right.
FHA calls it upfront MIP. It's like 1.75 added to your loan amount. It's financed. You don't have to come out of pocket with it. But with VA, it's I think first use is 2.3%, 2.6%, something like that. And then it's 3.6% if you use it a second time. So it's very expensive that they add this fee onto your loan amount on top of your loan. With disabled vets, however, even if you're 1%, they waive that fee. So it becomes a super duper lower interest rate loan, up to 100% financing, and no funding fee for your disabled vet.
Right. And then we're not charging a transaction fee. That's waived as well.
Oh.
And I think the other part is they have to get a termite inspection
Correct.
on the real estate side.
Correct. So with VA, there is a termite inspection requirement in certain states that they require it. There's like a, I'll let you know what states, but
Okay.
here in
Yeah,
Nevada,
in Nevada.
they do have to get one. Now, the cool thing about that particular client, all right, so if he's got a decent credit score, it doesn't have to be perfect either. We can do VA loans down to like 500. They're going to be ugly rate-wise. But if he's got like, let's say a 600 something, it's going to be a decent interest rate, better than conventional. And then let's say he doesn't have any money saved up. Well, maybe he does have a little bit because he's going to be doing a deposit for his rental. But we could do seller concessions, 100% financing, and he could come out of pocket $0 to be into a home.
Look at that.
So it's like a awesome product.
Yeah. Yeah. He's got a pretty decent job.
Okay.
Got a good income.
Right.
Haven't got to the credit part yet.
All
But
right.
we'll get to that later.
I mean, all I've
Yeah.
got to do, honestly, if you wanted me to just talk to him,
Yeah.
because you're going to show him rentals anyway, right?
Well,
When's he
he's
planning
out
on
of
doing
state. They're looking to relocate. So they said they want to
Relocate
be
here.
here. Yeah, they're going to be here in March. So we have a little bit of time. So if we can get the
I think-
pre-approval banged out, and
I mean, I don't even think I'm just talking about just the initial contact.
Yeah.
Me and Chris talked about it, that it's a pre-qual conversation.
Yes,
And then we can go to pre-approval after that if they want to apply. But based off what you're telling me, if he's got decent credit, doesn't have to be perfect, and he's a disabled vet, I'm going to pull it up on the VA portal, make sure he's good to go.
He's got his certificate of eligibility.
Oh, he's already got it?
Already got that.
Cool.
Yeah, I
Yep.
think he has something else. So he's already on it.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So it was nothing to just be like, hey,
Why don't
you
we
know,
just buy?
yeah, why don't you just buy? Like,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
what are you
Yeah.
renting? What are you renting for?
Yeah.
It's the same amount of money,
And for
same
those-
amount of headache.
And for those listening,
For me.
for those listening and watching and just have these questions in your ear and you're just in your head and you're just like, I don't know how I want to, give us a call. You know what I'm saying? Have a conversation. Like we said, it's just a conversation of what your specific situation is. That way we can get you pointed in the right direction. You know, think of this as a compass to where you need to go, you know? So
You're like Gandalf in Lord of the Rings.
I don't watch Lord of the Rings.
You know, just
I don't watch that stuff.
guiding them on the way
Oh, yeah.
like a wizard.
Like Wizard.
But he's more like Gandalf
Why?
Oh,
with the wizard, you know,
you left
with the
out-
numbers and stuff.
You're right.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just,
He said with the numbers.
I'm just
wizard with the
instigating.
numbers.
All right.
So we were talking about on the last podcast because I listened to it. Right, I was like listening to the podcast.
Yes.
We mentioned doing a podcast in the mountains.
We did mention that. And he's real excited about it.
You guys down or what?
I'll tell you. He's
I'm
like,
down.
let's do it.
Are
Let's
you
do it.
guys
Let's
down
do
or
it.
what? I'm gonna set it all up. I got a liquor sponsor and everything. It's going down.
Oh, we're gonna drink too. Oh,
Really?
Obviously.
Whoa,
Gotta stay
bro.
warm somehow.
Whoa.
Well, no, what day? What do you think? Like weekday,
Weekday.
weekend?
Oh, can you get out the office on a weekday?
Dude, I got a laptop. You know what I'm saying?
You're right. It'll be cool. A cool little event. We'll do a little podcast. We'll do, there'll be a bunch of industry people there, and we could probably, make it do what it do.
I'm down. I'm in.
Sometime soon, probably next week. Nah, probably
No,
following week.
I'm gonna need a little more.
You're right.
than that.
Probably,
Yeah.
probably 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah.
3 weeks?
And we're at.
Lee Canyon.
No, like we're at
The ski
where we're
lodge.
gonna set it up. Oh,
At the lodge.
At
Okay.
the or at the they have their section right next to the slopes.
Okay. Now, have you like ran it by them? If it's cool, if we like
Trust
set up
me,
a
bro.
table and all that.
I got it all covered, baby. I got it all taken care of. Don't
I
worry.
don't know if we go all the way
Okay.
up there and it
I'm
ain't taken
worried.
care
Nah,
of, bro.
nah,
You say don't
No.
worry. I'm worried now.
Nah, man. When I
Me and
say
Rhythm are like,
when I got this.
he's like, it's all good, guys, and then
I-
we get up there and it's
I-
a disaster.
I
bro.
got this. And then also at the are you
Excuse me.
okay there? You
Yeah.
good? At the end of the month as well, at the end of February, we're gonna do another real estate mixer.
Do a mixer, yeah.
Same thing that we did at the bar at S Bar.
Okay.
Have a little get together, a little mixer. We just gonna
Mix it
parlay
up.
and make it happen.
I'm with it.
And all that good stuff. I'm just
Okay.
want to make sure you guys are down
All right.
to make it happen. You feel me?
I'm down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Are you down? And are you going to be there? That's the question.
Yeah.
We
And
want you there.
And I also want to give a shout out, or there's a free event for all my boxing people out there. There's a fight. There's a free event tomorrow. Morel versus Benavidez.
There it is.
Yeah, it's a free event, and we're also giving away tickets to the big fight at T-Mobile, and a whole bunch of good stuff if you're like into boxing and violence and stuff like that.
And where's it going to be at?
This free event is going to be at 2900 North Torrey Pines Drive at the Center Ring Boxing Place.
Boxing place.
Boxing place.
Yeah, it's called I Choose My Future event. It's a good
right.
community event.
All ages?
Yes, it's
There you go.
It's a nice community event for everybody that's into
Community.
community and physical.
Events.
That's South Torrey Pines, so that's like Trop.
North Torrey Pines.
North Torrey
North
Pines.
Torrey Pines. 89108. You familiar? No?
You
That's like-
familiar?
No?
And got another zip codes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Favorite zip code. Go.
891.
Oh, I know that's it.
Actually, 89052, 89074,
89012,
Oh.
89044.
Oh yeah.
and 89119, baby. The strip. Oh, yeah.
Get 'em. All right. What else we need to talk about?
So,
guys?
hey, that scratch sound effect, I want you to find
It's
it.
not on. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's,
it is.
It's literally right there.
Yeah, and speaking of fights,
It's literally right
where's
there.
when we gonna put the Bruce Buffer drop on?
You're right.
You just forgot it. You forgot about
No,
it.
I didn't forget
had
about
it
it.
on there.
That's like we're
I
like
had it on
boys,
there,
too.
and then somebody erased it.
Oh,
No, remember?
That's what happened.
So, yeah.
I gotta resend it.
No, I have it. We just got to reload everything in here, bro.
He's got to
redo
come
it.
Oh,
in like 2 hours early and record all that stuff on it.
Oh wow.
See, look, that's the sounds we got right now. So we gotta kind of make it happen.
Love it. Love it, man.
Yes. Oh yeah, for sure. Open houses. We doing open houses or what?
Yeah, it's
Yeah?
the season. It's
It is the
you know,
season,
Is it
starting
yeah.
the
to-
season?
I really
Yeah,
think
get
that
up
we
there.
should.
Yeah.
We did one cool one,
Yeah.
and then we did one whatever one.
Yeah.
So it really depends on the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Not occupied, not owner occupied.
Right.
For
No,
sure.
I'm really excited now. Everything is, all the holidays is passed, and now we're kind of getting the swing of things.
Just back to work.
and just ready to go back to work and just pumping out tons of content, just making it happen. I want to do way more podcasts. I want to do more, content out there and just.
You mean
throwing
like
out
more shows or like going on other podcasts?
all of it,
All of it.
all of it,
All of it.
all of it.
Did you say something? Who said something about Tuesday?
Oh yeah, Tuesday. We're gonna do the podcast on Tuesday if you can make it
This next week.
this next week.
Okay.
Yeah. I got a guest booked.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who is it?
is my guy Just B. He's a speaker. He has his own podcast as well. He's doing really well. He's really big in the motivational space.
Okay.
And speaking and motivating people. And he's interviewed a lot of different people on his podcast, and it's gaining some traction. So I just want to sit down, talk to him, and just see what's going on.
What's what?
And
Yeah.
And then we still have a list of the people that we want to interview as well.
Okay.
Tax lawyers,
Probate.
probate lawyers, accountants.
I'll get that. I'll get like
people.
a list of different businesses that I think that we need to talk to.
Yeah.
Based off the stuff that we've talked about on
Yeah.
the show.
Yeah.
That we're not fully. we're not in that field, but
Yeah, absolutely.
but they're all interconnected.
Yeah. And then of course the health
Trust
people.
attorney.
Oh, yeah, trust attorney.
Yeah, actually, so
Insurance.
for you realtors out there, if you need
Yeah.
CE credits, there is a probate, a 3-hour CE class at Citywide Home Mortgage.
Mm-hmm.
It is by Kirk Kaplan.
There he is.
Probate law and legislation. So if you need credits, CE credits in law and legislation,
Yeah.
that's the one to be at. Hopefully I'll be there too. February 5th.
Hopefully. Yeah.
Wednesday, February 5th at 10 to 1, breakfast will be served.
Oh,
nice.
nice. And one thing with probate attorneys, that's a very great person to network with. I've read a book on this guy who's on $1 Million Listing, Josh Flagg or whatever. I read his book, right? He made a lot of money off like people dying. A lot of people die and then they have to sell or buy the house situation.
It's a kind of a forced transaction.
Yeah, it's a forced transaction. So it's a very
I get choked up too.
Yeah, I know.
No, I'm just getting over getting sick.
So it's a definitely a good person to network or field
Little niche
to
market.
network with as well. There's something else I was about to say, but I've totally forgot, bro. Oh, health, right?
Yeah.
Health. We got to bring in a health person, right?
Mhm.
Forgot what else I was gonna
Like
say.
a sleep, wasn't it a sleep person?
We had a whole bunch.
Or
I'm gonna
like
get
sleep
that list
doctor.
together, and then we're gonna talk about it next show
Yeah.
about like upcoming guests.
But if you are tuning in and you would like to be on the show, reach out to us.
Right. Comments.
And we'll get you on.
Put it in the comments.
Drop it down below.
Drop it.
All right.
Drop it.
Let us know.
Now he's ready to kick a flow.
I know. Come on, man. Let's go.
I didn't want to, do it with
I know.
our guest here, time crunch.
We were trying to fun it up the second segment because the first one was just like straight up like
Business.
Boom.
Business.
Business.
so we had to funny it up the next one.
Well, that's what, she wanted to talk about real estate and business.
Right.
I mean, yeah.
No, yeah.
We wanted to get
that's what we're here
personal,
for.
but,
Right.
You wanted to get
our
personal.
guests, we want to make sure our guests are
kidding.
comfortable on our show.
We'll huggaroo.
I said
Vegas Life
personal, not
Podcast,
physical.
man, I love it. Nobody said physical.
I said huggaroo.
Oh,
Well, yeah.
No one knows what that means.
yeah. Oh, no one knows what that means, bro.
Yeah.
What people?
Peaks and cheeks, bro. I'm going to peaks and cheeks after this or what? Oh, I gotta go. I can't do that. Vegas Life.
You have to go pick them up, huh?
Yeah, I got it.
All right.
All right.
Hustle up.
All right. We'll see you next week then.
Yeah, next week we're gonna get it popping. Vegas Life Podcast.
Peace.
We out.